Hello everyone, this is GEX Options Trading. Today we're going to take a look at our weekly SPX analysis and review how the market evolved throughout the week. From Monday through Friday, the S&P 500 broke through the 7,600 level and moved significantly higher. The biggest contributors to that move were Nvidia, Microsoft, and Amazon following their earnings reports. Now let's go through the SPX trades day by day, starting with Monday, August 3rd. At 10:30, I opened a trade around the 7,550 to 7,545 zone with a maximum credit of $80 and a risk of $420. This was the SPX at the time of entry. As you can see, 7,550 was an important lower zone where we expected the price to find support. The blue line represents a very important metric in our analysis. Throughout the day, the overall trend remained strongly bullish, so we reinforced our bullish position with a put spread. Then at 13:05, I opened an Iron Condor. Our SPX analysis suggested that 7,600 would be difficult to break on the upside, while 7,570 aligned with another key level. This created an interesting range for an Iron Condor setup. Now let's move on to Tuesday, August 4th. At 10:30, the trend was again strongly bullish, and we opened a position around 7,650 with a credit of $80 and a maximum risk of $420. At 12:30, we reinforced the position around the 7,695 to 7,690 zone. As you can see, our analysis indicated that 7,700 would be difficult for the SPX to break. Both Monday and Tuesday were very bullish and relatively straightforward trading days. Wednesday, however, started in a much more complicated way. The market opened with a bullish gap, but then experienced a significant drop in price. Because of that move, I decided to enter a spread around the 7,750 to 7,755 zone, collecting a $35 credit with a total risk of $365. Throughout the session, the price remained within our expected range, and the trade ultimately finished as a winner. This was the SPX at the time we entered the trade, around 12 p.m. Now let's move on to Thursday. The day initially opened bullish, but then the market turned bearish and moved below the key level. At 10:25, I opened an Iron Condor because this zone represented one of the strongest bearish SPX levels. On the upside, we also had another area with strong resistance. This gave us the range for the Iron Condor. The price continued moving lower, and at 13:05, I reinforced the lower zone with a put spread. The trade generated a $100 credit with $400 of risk. Both trades ultimately finished as winners. And now we come to the final trade of the week, Friday, August 7th. At 10:43, I opened an Iron Condor using the 7,700, 7,695, 7,780, and 7,785 levels. The SPX had a very strong support zone in this area, making it difficult for the market to break lower. On the upside, we also had another strong SPX resistance zone. The price failed to move higher and eventually came back down, which was very favorable for our Iron Condor. Then at 13:06, I opened another Iron Condor around the 7,710 to 7,720 area with a risk of $800. This was the SPX at the moment of entry. Overall, it was an interesting week of trading with several strong setups developing around key SPX levels. If you want to follow these trades as they happen, you can join my Discord community. Inside the Discord, we analyze the SPX and share our trades and setups in real time. It's completely free to join, so if you want to follow the analysis during the trading session and see how these setups develop, make sure to join us there. And if you want more detailed breakdowns of the most interesting trades from each week, make sure to follow me on Reddit. Our Reddit community now has more than 600 members, where I regularly share detailed analyses and breakdowns of the 3 most interesting trades of the week. So, if you want to go beyond just watching the trades and actually understand the reasoning behind the setups, check out both the Discord and Reddit community. Links to both are available in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next analysis.